You know what I mean? We trying to change that. Everybody, please, man. We encourage y'all to read. Don't matter what you read, just read. That's the not the only way, but the best way to come up with new ideas and become a free thinker is to read. Information is raw material for new ideas.
Real nigga radio.
One of the biggest obstacles artists face in the music game is access. Getting access to the people that can make it happen, or access to the information and resources you need to get to the next level. That's the key. That's why you need two of the biggest in the game on your side. Introducing J.R. McKee, Boomman. Welcome to the real industrial plug. You heard me?
Hey, so I got a question. Do y'all read a lot?
Yes.
What about you, B. Rich?
For sure.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask you this for the people on here who want to educate themselves and learn something, because you know I'm a strong reader, I'm a heavy reader. B. Rich, give me your top 3 books. Secret was one of them.
Yeah, The Secret.
Where the Red Fern Grows.
Okay.
That was a real good book.
Say it again. Where
the Red Fern Grows. That was a really good book to me as a child. It really affected my life. The Secret for one. And
The Secret.
Trying to think of something. Bible, of course. I ain't gonna even put that in there though.
That count. You can put that in there.
I'm gonna tell you something that I taught my daughter. My mom taught me passed down. It's 31 days in a month, right? Proverbs have 31 chapters. Proverbs means wise sayings. So each day, what's today's date, y'all? The 5th?
The 5th.
So read chapter 5 of Proverbs. I promise you, do that up month after month after month. And I promise you, each time you read, you're going to catch something new and it's going to help you. It's going to help you keep on the path.
I grew up just like that too.
I'm not saying that you know, I sin. Trust me. But it keeps me on foundation. And when I do go off the path, I have a convicting spirit and I try to get out that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For sure.
48 Laws of Power, Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
That's more than 3.
Oh shit. The 5 agreements?
You read the 4 agreements?
The 4 agreements.
You read it?
I did that. Travis, Footy told me about that shit.
That's my dog. Shout out to Footy.
That shit
Life
right there,
changer.
That shit right there. I always think shit was about me.
Yep.
Y'all read that shit, bro.
That's one of my top 3.
Yeah.
So wait, the 4 agreements, The Secret, the Bible, Proverbs, to be more specific, and what was it was one more before that.
Oh, Where the Red Fern Grows.
Where the Red Fern Grows. All right, you gonna go or you want me to go?
No, go ahead.
All right, so my 3 books I'm gonna give you. Number 1, the book that I would say made me who I am is Rich Dad Poor Dad. Not only would I advise you to get the book, get the board game. The board game is great to play with your friends. You learn a hell of a lot. And then also get the other books like he mentioned earlier, Cash Flow Quadrant. There are 2 more. So there are 4 books in total and the game. Get all of that. If you want to change your life, get that. The second book that I would say is How to Win Friends and Influence People.
How to Gain Friends and Influence People.
Yes.
Try that one.
And I'll say that one changed my life because, you know, I was very much arrogant and an asshole. You know what I mean? I was
arrogant and an asshole.
Listen, I was very much that. And it wasn't until I read that book that I understood how to speak to people. You know what I mean? I'm still very blunt, but I understand now how to speak to people. You know what I mean? That book helped me a lot. I don't think I was a likable guy until I read that book. I
might need to read it again because I'm still not a likable guy.
Yeah, no, definitely read that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And then the last one is the book I'm reading right now. Its name is a little complicated. It's Psycho-Cybernetics. Psycho-Cybernetics.
Wow.
And this book is all about self-image. And it's like I'm only 100 pages in, and it is already like changing my life. It's already changed the way I look at myself.
I gotta read that.
It already made me realize how I hate to admit this publicly, but it made me realize that I could be treating my wife so much better.
Oh, okay, I thought
wow.
You know what I mean? I could be treating her so much better.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And that I was. And so I would definitely say everybody read this. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's all about self-image. You know, I just realized that I was contributing to the negative self-image that she has, and I'm contributing to it. I'm a part of the reason that I was reinforcing. That's the word I'm looking for. Reinforcing those. And you know, I don't want to do that anymore. So that's a book that I would say is definitely changing my life right now. And then let me say one more thing about reading. Reading is the number one thing you can do in life because information is raw material for new ideas. You're not going to be a free thinker if you're not reading. Social media has trained us to be a herd. We always follow the trends, follow the herd. So if you're not reading, you're thinking the way that they train you to think every day when you pick up your phone. Wow. But when you start reading, you start to get new ideas, new thoughts, and you become a free thinker. And so that's why reading is so important to me. I take about 30 minutes every morning and I read. And I say that because I know how important it is, but I don't love it. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to read. But I know how important it is. And so I take 30 minutes every morning and I read my book. And so I just wanted to say that, like, if you want to change your life, you have to begin reading.
Right, I agree. And I don't read, man. My body started feeling like I had ate or drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm big on feeding my brain, like, you know what I'm saying, substance. You know what I mean? That's why I really, you know, I don't watch TV unless I'm watching sports for real, or I'm watching Game of Thrones or something like that. But I try not to watch TV during the week. I try to watch it like more on the weekends.
Yeah.
But get into it, my 3 top books, and I read all the time, so it's a lot of great books. But I'm gonna just tell y'all the books that changed my life, right? And I listen to a lot of audiobooks. So the person up there said audiobooks fine. Yes, I listen to a lot of audiobooks. But life-changing books. Rich Dad, Poor Dad changed my life. When I read it when I was 20, 21, after that I built my house from the ground up at 21, right? That was 20 years ago. The second book that was just recently that I read was The 4 Agreements. That's a life-changing book. Another book.
It's a quick read.
And it's a quick read. Life-changing book. You know what I'm saying? And it's a toss-up for the last book. It's like a lot of them. Like I'm an honorable mention is Think and Grow Rich. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. How to Gain Friends and Influence People. But I'm going to say The Compound Effect, man. That book there is I was like, damn. Yeah. That's a really good book, man. You read The Compound Effect, man. Like, it's a really good book. And if you're trying to, you know, do finance, I would read The Richest Man in Babylon. You know, Grant Cardone. You know, First 100 Billion. First 100 Million by Dan Pena, Ray Dalio, Principle. It's a lot of financial books, but you know, those are the 3 books that changed my life. That's really life changing. That I think everybody should read.
And I want to say this before we get out of here. It's so crazy that when we start talking like this and we start talking about reading and things like the viewership has cut in half. Right. And that was my point I was making earlier. What I be talking about is for a select few. For sure. I know everybody not gonna go out there and be an entrepreneur and build a business. That's how it works in all business, not just the music business. But I'm talking to people. I'm trying to talk to the people because I know I'm gonna reach 3-4 people that's really gonna change the game. Yeah. I know I'm talking to 10,000, but if only 4 of them is gonna get it.
But see, JR, this is the thing with me though, right? I understand we're talking to artists, so when we speak on certain subject matters and we're talking to artists, they're gonna take that as gospel because guess what? People don't want to do. Yeah, read. So me knowing that they're not going to read, I want to make sure, because this is why a lot of artists flip out and they feel away. This is why they always in their feelings, because they don't read, they don't understand business. So it's like trying to teach a preschooler algebra.
You know,
but they want to hang out with the high schoolers. You see what I'm saying? But they don't
want to learn algebra.
But they don't want to learn the algebra. Right. So they like, you know what? I'm going to get to hang out with them. I'm going to get 100,000 just sign me up. And then by the time they learn algebra, they feel like somebody got over on them.
Exactly.
So
That's very true.
That's the problem. So that's why I don't like speaking. I like to speak where they at. Look, man, get you some help. Don't go out here talking crazy. Go ahead, be rich. I'm sorry.
You know what somebody told me to do? To one of them hollow books. If you want to keep your valuables, keep it in a hollow book. Put up, you won't lose them. Niggas don't steal no book.
If you want to hide it, put it in the book. That's the saying. If you want to hide something, and it's actually if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. You know what I mean? But obviously, we 2022, we trying to change that. You know what I mean? We trying to change that. Everybody, please, man. We encourage y'all to read. Don't matter what you read, just read. That's the not the only way, but the best way to come up with new ideas and become a free thinker is to read. Information is raw material for new ideas, and when you're reading, you're picking up information, man. So I would definitely say go out and read, man. Be rich. Before we get out of here, talk that talk. Tell us anything you need us to know. Talk to us about Lil Darius and everybody.
I'm gonna put something in the comments. We do an old mic, me and my boy KD. Y'all come check that out. Go to that
What
website.
day you have it?
It's every second Thursday of the month.
Where's that?
Apache Cafe.
Apache Cafe.
Yeah, y'all come fuck with
y'all
us.
go. Look, man, I support anybody that's trying to do something to help independent artists, man.
Right.
Because guess what? It ain't but so many of us. It's not a lot of us. And take advantage of the outlets and the opportunities that's placed in front of you. You miss every shot you don't take. And I'm going to end with that note.
Yeah.
For sure. Thank you. Hey, y'all make sure y'all follow my artist, Lil Darius. He's blowing up right now from Athens, Georgia. Shout out to Athens.
And I appreciate you, Be Rich, for coming on the show, man.
Be Rich, man. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, I respect what y'all got going on, too, bro.
Thank you. Everybody, download the podcast. A lot of people, they watch us on live, but they don't realize on YouTube and all podcast platforms, a new episode drops every day of the week. So Monday through Friday, a new YouTube video, a new podcast episode. So if you listen on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts at, download Real Industry Plugs. You get a new episode every morning. Subscribe to the YouTube. You get a new episode every morning. Definitely subscribe and follow the Real Industry Plugs, man. We'll be back next Thursday live. But until then, you get everything you want every day on those platforms, man. We salute y'all.
Go check it out.
We'll see y'all next week.
Hey, man, blasphemy. Outcast, man. Don't ever say that again.
Andre 3000 go, bro. Ohio ass nigga.
Oh, my God.